It was Dave Stedman who found the first clue. He's an expert on the Easter Islanders' diet. After studying the leftover bones from their meals, he noticed a puzzling change. To begin with, there were thousands of bird bones.
The bones we found range from things like this. This is a petrel that no longer occurs on the island. Here's a shearwater called a Christmas shearwater that no longer lives on Easter Island. Then this tiny bone might be a little bit deceptive, but it's actually from a very large bird. This is a little skull fragment from an albatross. And you can see here that albatross is quite a giant bird.
It seems that when the Easter Islanders first arrived, their new home was the biggest bird colony in the world. And that meant the islanders had an abundant source of food. But it didn't stay that way. By the 1600s, when the statue quarry was abandoned, all those birds had disappeared.
Almost all of these species of seabirds, these 25 or 30 species of seabirds that I've identified in the early sites, almost all those species are gone. So this big variety of seabirds that Easter Islanders could have plucked from burrows and all that, that food source is gone.
It was the same story with fish. Once the islanders' diet was full of tuna, mackerel, and also porpoises. But by the 1600s, they'd gone too. The consequences appear to have been terrible. These carvings show emaciated figures, their ribs exposed. It seems starvation swept across Easter Island. And starvation may have led to something even worse.
Any little incident, like stealing the food because the people were hungry, will lead to revenge, war, destructions, and ultimately cannibalism grow out of that context of conflict, and scarcity has the ultimate need for food.
It looked as if the collapse of the statue cult and the outbreak of war were caused by starvation. But now there was a new mystery. How had Easter Island gone from a land of plenty to an island so desperately short of food?